Mr. Karl Benz lost his father when he was 12 years old. He was single-handedly raised by his mother. He went on to build the first commercial vehicle in 1888. He made the first car engine in 1878. This man could have not achieved whatever he wanted to achieve in life. Today I'm going to share with you how to train your brain to be successful. Mr. Karl Benz was the first person to invent car engine in 1878 and then first person to establish or design commercial vehicle in 1888. This man lost his father when he was 12 years old, but then never gave up and went on to build the first automobile in 1888, and he went through challenges. People go through things in order for them to achieve something great. This man is one of the few who never gave up but worked themselves through all the challenges and built their own car and built their own dream. Such as life, such as how everybody in this world have to think and function. Because when you have challenges like what he went through, lost his father, didn't have any means of sustaining in life, had a single mother, no fatherhood in his life, but then went on to achieve something great, never deviated from the dream. So you see, life has its own giving. So it can either give you positive vibes or it can give you negative vibes. And the negative vibes are going to supersede the positive vibes if you allow that to happen. And a lot of people have allowed the negative vibes to supersede the positive vibes they have in themselves. So today I'm going to share with you 4 things to consider to make sure to maintain your stability on the pathway to greatness. Research has shown that kindness could be the best way to train the mind for success. So today, if you are not showing kindness, if you are not showing love and care and support, you might want to consider that, because it really gives you the energetic vibe to be able to work on yourself and work yourself to the highest level. Number 1 is to train your brain to see your own potentials. Research studies have shown that you have approximately 70,000 thoughts per day. And out of these, 80% of those are negative. The brain is meant in such a way that it literally see things negatively. It doesn't really allows you to think when it becomes difficult in certain situations. It allows you to relax and stop whatever you're doing because of the feedback you got from people, because of the negativity response from others. It's rather submerge your ability to go ahead in life. So when you're able to abstract your potentials and work on it, you are more than capable of achieving your dreams and goals in life. That is why it's very important that you focus more on what you have within you. You focus more of what you can do and let nature take its call. Your potentials will be seen in yourself. Just like Karl Benz, he knew that he was going to build something great. He knew that the only thing he can do is to build engines, and focusing on that particular thing helped him to build giant corporation. So Mercedes-Benz you see now was built by one single man. So that tells you how much you have in you and what you can do with what you have. Work on your potentials. Train the brain to believe that you have what it takes to do what you're doing now. Because when you don't do that, your brain will let go of what you're doing because you're not focused enough. Number 2 is to seek out to others who have been in your shoes or who have been there before you. Because you know why? Getting a new idea is very scary to achieve or to embark on because of the things that you meet, because of the challenges that you encounter. For instance, when you are traveling outside your city to a different city, you want to know the direction, isn't it? So by all means, you want to use Google Map or any other app that will help you get to that city on time without having to go through different channels where number one, you might use a lot of petrol or gas. You might get to a place where you are not supposed to be, and your time frame will be delayed because you didn't get the right direction to get to that city. So getting the right people to talk to will help you achieve your goals, number one, faster, and number two, it will minimize the failure rather than you not seeking help. It will also give you more knowledge and understanding on what you're doing. And when you get to a point where there's a bit of challenge, you know it will work here because you seek help and those people have given you an idea or what you have to do to penetrate through all the challenges or the frustrations or all the setbacks that you encounter when you start to embark on that idea. So seeking people for help is not a bad thing, rather it implements or it helps you to improve on whatever you're doing. So seek people for help. If you are someone who is embarking on a new idea or a goal that you have set aside to achieve, and you're having challenges, you're having difficulties, and you have help from people and you want to share with us, just leave a comment below and let me know what you think about what I'm saying right now. What do you think will help others achieve their goals and become successful? What are the failures that you have encountered? What are the things that you want us to learn from when we want to become successful? Please leave your comment below. And if you have not subscribed, please click on that subscription button and also click on that notification. You'll be the first person to receive my videos. So number 3 on the list is set boundaries. What do I mean by setting boundaries? That in human being or in life, there are 3 things that you have to know. We as human beings, spirit, soul, and body. Now, how do I consider this to be? When I say spirit, it's more like the brain that controls the body. So what happens? Naturally, our brain helps the body to locomote. Our brain helps the body to think and do things. So when you set boundaries, it means that if you're saying, for example, you want to go to the gym at 6 a.m., you have to make sure that the brain understands what you're saying. It means that you have to wake up at 6 a.m. and be at the gym at 6 a.m. Not setting boundaries means that when you're supposed to be at the gym at 6 a.m., you'll still be sleeping. When you're sleeping at that time, you are in your comfort zone. You don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym. So when you set boundaries for the brain to abide, to know that at 6 a.m. I have to be at the gym, that means you've allocated time and place, and the brain has to function the way you want it to be. Rather than sleeping more than the time you've set aside to go to the gym, you've allowed yourself, you've trained the brain to adjust to your time, not the time that the brain wants you to sleep. That is how you set boundaries. So if you are to accomplish a specific task at a specific period of time, you have to do it, you have to be there. If you tell somebody you're going to meet the person at 8 a.m., you have to be there. Set boundaries to avoid being late to meetings. Set boundaries to avoid eating too much in order for you to gain weight where you cannot lose weight and rather get unhealthy. These are the things you can do for yourself. When you set out or when you have a dream of building a specific business, you need to make sure that you are disciplined on that and that you are focused more on building that business to the highest level, to the level where it becomes an empire. If you don't step up and stick to your plans and stick to your goals and stick to the pathway you want your life to be, it means you're going to be deviated all the time. That's why we get so much people who cannot achieve their goals, who cannot achieve their dreams, or who cannot lose weight, who cannot be disciplined enough to stop doing certain things like smoking and drinking alcohol excessively. So number 4, the last point, is dedication. Dedication is a pivotal tool which helps individuals to accomplish their goals or their dreams or become successful. Why is dedication very factorial mechanism which enable ones to become successful. The reason is simple. When you're dedicated, it means that you do not give up on what you're doing. So when you want to build a business, because of how dedicated you are, because of the fact that you have learned a lot, you have spent time to know the back and forth of the business, and you're always consistently working on it and persistently adhering to the things you need to do to progress the business, you become successful easily. Even though there are challenges that might come on your way, but because of the fact that you're dedicated, you've put all your spirit and soul and body in this particular business, and you have gone through all the sequential challenges and the failures, and you've withstand all the things that will push you to deviate from the direction, it makes you successful. It makes you knowledgeable. It makes you most respected person in the society. Why? Because you have been able to penetrate through life. Because life is not black and white. You will get to a point where you will fail. It is normal. Every successful person will tell you that. People who are not telling you the truth are the people who did not go through anything. They might be inheriting money from their parents, or they might use the quick way of getting money. But if you want to go through genuinely and become successful, you have to go through the challenges that a lot of successful people have been or have gone through. These are the 4 points I personally think that when you work on, you become successful. You maintain your homeostasis in success. You will never turn back. You will always keep growing in life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for your time. See you again. Take care for now. Bye-bye.